Check the driving rules real quick.
Yep.
The driving rules? No.
Quit shit talking to me.
You're
Just a tap.
He knew. But it does take you a solid day. So you guys do mount up a wagon here. And you travel just outside of Alkenstar. As you approach this dusty wasteland, you see at the end of this road that you've been traveling, it ends in a circle of coal black sand about a mile wide. You recognize it as the dead spot. The edge of it is very, very stark. It's almost like a drop of ink was just put onto the desert here. The sun is just beating down on this dark soil, and you can see, you know, like the waves of heat coming off of it as you guys are approaching. You don't quite see anyone as you approach, so you're a little bit skeptical about this advice you received or this tip you received. But just as you get almost up to it, you notice that there is a small camp in the dead center of this place with about 20 cattle all around it. So what do you guys want to do?
Alright, well, I'm going to be using Avoid Notice, and anybody who would like to be a little bit more stealthy can follow the expert on that if they want.
Sure, I will also do that.
Well, the expert, does that mean we just get your roll?
It lets you, I think it uses your level as your modifier plus 3 from me being master. So you get plus 11 at this point, if that's higher than what your modifier already is.
I'll roll mine then.
Well, mine's higher. Never mind. I have a 14 for stealth.
I would join you then.
Okay, the cows don't notice you. So now what do you do?
Suck it, cows.
Can I do a nature check to see if they're, like, it's not natural for them to be all herded like that?
Dude, they're cattle.
What?
Well,
Reading too much into it, Logan.
It's not.
well, I'm already up there.
You know, cows, how they're normally sedentary animals, always by themselves.
You notice that the cows are in a gang.
Oh hell, it's a gang warfare, us versus the cows.
What kind of check do I need to roll to see if their meat is good?
Whoa. Okay.
Oh my god.
How about maybe a perception check to see if I notice anything besides the cows?
Yes.
Because I want to eat some steak right now.
You do. A tent.
That's a perception check to see if I see anything besides cows and tents.
There's just a small camp in the middle of this place.
Should we just sneak to the camp then? It looks like we're okay.
Yeah,
Wasn't they just... Do we need to sneak?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to continue moving stealthily no matter what. You guys can do whatever you want. But...
Well, I'll approach the camp.
Alright, I'll join you, Gurn.
I will join you unstealthily.
And
right.
I follow at a safe distance stealthily.
Me too. I only do it because then I get the surprise attack, one shot, one kill thing. That's all.
Okay. So you approach this camp and you notice as you get closer that there is a small little fire here that seems to have been used at least through the night. And other than that, the tent is buttoned up as you would expect.
Can I go to the end opposite from the flap and try to see if I can see anybody inside? Like, through shadow or anything?
Sure. Just perception. Secret. Secret.
I won't let me do that under attributes. So, that was meant to be secret, but
You move around the back of the tent, and you don't see any. There's no like windows or anything. It's just like seems to be canvas, which seems not appropriate for the desert out here. But what do you know?
but I can't see any shadows due to light or anything like that.
No, no. No, you don't.
You see people making.
Well,
shadow
so it's like 1:30, and it's a desert, so it's
Gotcha.
like
Oh my
I
god!
had
alright.
no chance.
I'm gonna check the tent for traps.
It explodes. No,
Hey, I think it's trapped.
there's no trap. It's just a tent. It's just a simple tent. You seem to think you don't notice any
I
nuclear
yell out,
devices.
is there anyone in there? Hello, travelers? Hello, travelers.
A weary-eyed young woman peels back the flap and seems to be quite surprised to be surrounded by you ruffian outlaw types, and summarily tells you to get lost.
Dash, I presume?
Yeah, what's it to you? She says.
Here you might be in possession of a few ingredients.
Well, no, not me. Who are you working with?
What the hell was her name?
Mm.
Perusa?
The dwarf lady.
Top
Yeah.
men.
She raises an eyebrow at this and seems to think you are working with Loveless or someone, and doesn't seem too trusting.
All right, so who here's got higher than plus 12 in diplomacy?
Go right ahead.
I'm going to take that as a
That's you.
nobody.
Well,
So
you
I'm gonna
could
tell
just tell her who you are. I mean, this person isn't a shield marshal. This is just a nobody.
I'm going
Well,
to tell her
that's
we're
pipe-
not working with Loveless. We're trying to stop Loveless.
I pipe up from the back. I don't know. I don't exactly remember what we're supposed to be doing today, but all I know is I want to kill that bitch.
Wow. Somebody had a rough day at work.
How many people are on your hit list there, sir?
Well, Loveless and the guy I already killed.
And now this
Muslim.
lady.
Oh, I told her this. I'm telling this lady that Loveless is on my
who he
shit
wants
list.
to kill.
Mm.
Well, hearing you speak to one another, she seems to surmise that you are all, in fact,
Idiots.
outlaws, and
Oh, that too.
and relaxes just a little bit. She tells you she handled the Power Knight supplies, but she doesn't know where they are now. She sent Parsis, the necromancer they were working with, into town with her 3 companions, Emil, Anna, and Jesse. They were supposed to go get the shipment and come back with, the next herd and the shipment together. So she tells you if you wait around, maybe you could get cut in if you're good with those guns.
I just look at her and smile and say, well, we are the Outlaws of Alkenstar.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And then our theme
Yeah.
song plays quietly in the background.
That we've clearly just ripped off from like the Outlaw Josie Wales or something.
I'm sure she knows who that is.
Fair enough. So seemingly done questioning her. You guys don't have any more questions for her?
Well, we just tell her that she can tell us her plan and we'll help her kill.
Well, she tells you that her 3 companions are expecting her to be alone, and they are always weary of a trap. So she tells you all that you're going to have to make yourself scarce, or else they probably won't show up. She tells you there's really no other place to hide out here but amongst the cattle. Other than that, you could try to come up with, some other kind of way to hide yourself, but you are out here in the desert.
I hide behind a cow.
Okay. So, go ahead and roll a stealth check. Secretively. Anybody else want to hide behind a cow? You can also, if you feel like you would be unsuccessful, you could cling to the side of a cow with with a fortitude or athletics check.
Can I pretend to be like a farmer tending to the cows?
That would be a negative, Ghost Rider.
Did she say how long until they're supposed to be coming?
Oh shit. Oh, shit.
Imminently enough
Let me-
that she is
let me
telling
roll
you
that.
all to get into place. Yeah.
Okay, well then I'll just hide.
You said a fortitude save to use a cow as a
To cling to the side of the cow. Yeah.
Okay,
If you
I will-
if you don't think you're stealthy enough.
7-foot orc clinging to the side of a cow.
Yep.
Well,
I-
if we had
I
more
think
time,
that's
I was going to
They're-
say we should
They're
just
big
take a
cows.
cowhide. Grab a cowhide and 2 people dress up like a cow.
I don't believe you have that much time.
Yeah. it's-
Since you,
Need a
I
few
mean,
hours for
if you had one, you may be ready to go. All right. All right. So is everyone sufficiently rolled? Let's see. It looks like it. All right. So after about 20 minutes or so, you see 3 pale white horses approaching with 3 riders atop them, and your new friend Dash stands up and waves at them. Let's see here. And waves at them. And as they approach, you see her kind of slowly lower her arm down in one of these, like, unsure type motions. And before long, when they get close enough to her, she lets out just a blood curdling scream and she takes off running. You're not quite sure what this is about, but you all seem to have been successful in not being detected, and so no one is alerted to your presence. However, let's see. Stop the honky tonk music. However, these things seem intent on following her unless you do something. So, what will you do here from your hiding spots?
Wait, so our contact ran off, and there's, I'm guessing, not
So-
humans on the horses?
So Dash was approached by these three. Yes, your contact essentially was approached by these three. She screamed and ran, and now now we're kind of hitting the Zach. Well, you don't know who Zach Morris is. We're hitting the like timeout here.
Yes, we do.
He don't. Is what.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
So we're hitting the like timeout. So right at this moment, as these things are like turning to chase after Dash from the herd that is, the herd is close enough to where you could like leap out from your hiding spot here, right? You all hid amongst the cows. So you're all right here near them. So do you do anything?
I leap out and make as much noise as I can and run towards the people chasing our contact.
Why? No
Are-
one's,
wait.
chasing, no one's chasing the contact. The contact just took off.
Well, no, they're about to. Yeah,
They're about to?
they have turned and are like on horseback and are like
Yeah,
ready to
So,
chase this person
if-
down.
If you're going to jump out, do something like trip the horses or pull them off the horses or shoot them off the horses.
Well, I mean,
Or shoot the horses.
First I have to run towards them, and that's really all I can do, right? At this
Like-
point.
Like at this point, is that there's our only option is to attack here, or we can just sneak along with the fucking cattle.
I don't think there's any time to sneak. We have to rush them.
Well, she's on foot. The
She's
others are
on
horse.
foot. They are on horseback.
And the cattle are going towards her, or
The
horsemen
cattle aren't doing anything.
I don't
The
know, it's chilling.
cattle are just chilling. Yeah.
Start a stampede, run over the horses.
I mean, so my first set of actions is to just like run out, make as much noise as I can to make to get their attention and run towards them.
Okay.
And I will attempt to like knock them off or whatever when I get to them.
So you want to run within range.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd like to
I will
pop up
join
and
him
shoot
too.
one.
You will join him front line. You're gonna run right towards all of them.
Yep.
All right. What'd you say?
Anything I want to
What-
spook the horses.
What'd you say, Hideki?
I want to pop up and shoot one.
Okay. From your hiding spot.
Yeah.
So without moving. Okay.
I want to do the same.
You're
Yeah,
gonna do the same.
I'm gonna do the
One
same
shot,
too.
one
If that's
kill.
our only option is to like charge them or shoot, I'll just shoot as well.
Okay. So let's see here.
No, never mind.
Righty. So, hold on a second, Gurn. What are you doing? Still hiding? You're not gonna do anything?
If they're getting ready to shoot, I'll get ready with a cantrip.
Okay. Well, so in this moment, I'm creating a Pathfinder surprise round. So you all will be able to take an action in this instant here that they were about to chase after Dash as a means of, getting their attention in here. So just start in that same order that we did. So if Krillin ran out first, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna do a staff sweep on the middle one and the one on the right.
All right, let's see.
You can go to the one on the left. That would be better because
One on the left, sure. I don't know, because I'm saying the one on the right because it's closest to everybody else. So I can do the one on the left if that's better. Doesn't matter to me.
if we trip the one on the left, everyone we still have to run to that one, right?
Oh, I guess that's true. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Let me link the skill. Death sweep. Okay.
So you're tripping them, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. So you
So
knock.
yeah, these two.
What you were doing the far?
Yeah.
Are those just tokens, or are they like undead horses?
They are horseback riders.
Do they look like regular horses and regular
I think we need to
creatures,
do a
humanoids
knowledge check.
to us? Because the tokens look like skeleton horses, right? So
Skeleton riders. So
yeah.
All right, Vemgard, what were you gonna do?
I'm going to attack this one right diagonally to me with my halberd.
Okay, let's see it.
There we go.
All right, Drez.
All right, I am going to shoot at this one directly in front of me.
There we go.
All right, Hideki.
I'll shoot at the one in front of me.
Which one were you shooting?
I guess I didn't target one, but the Jesse one.
All right.
have it.
Jesse. That's a hit.
Okay.
All right, Saren.
I will aim for Anna, the middle one.
Y'all don't want to focus fire on these a little bit?
I just wanted to hit the one of the flat-footed ones so that I could get a crit like that.
It's fine. It's just the one that I shot's also flat-footed. We could have knocked him down heavy.
Oh, I thought you... Sorry, I fucked that up. I thought you shot this one.
Nah, I just got the Emil one over here on the far left.
Fuck.
That's fine. You got a crit. She's hurting.
All right, Gurn, you can do anything?
We're gonna fortitude save or be stunned.
Calm down. Gurn.
Yeah. What kind of roll was that? Shoot with my bow.
So that was a spell attack, though.
Yeah.
But,
Two.
or were
two
you
actions
casting
and
a
one-
spell?
Yeah, that was cantrip.
Okay. So having surprised these folks, now a combat sequence begins. Before it does, though, you all find yourself, after your initial bout of courage, somewhat struck by these things as they all wheel around on their horses, remove their cowls. You notice for the first time that they do not have their human heads anymore. Their heads have been replaced with clockwork skulls. And this frightens the shit out of you all. So, everybody.
Hero point.
I'd say
I'm gonna hero point as well. Where is that button? Oh, fucking people keep rolling and it keeps going to the. Alright. Better. Perfect.
all right.
Oh wait, we have to make a will save for each one of them.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh shit.
Jesus, a nat 20 on the first one and a nat 1 on that one.
It was the opposite. That one, the first one, that 20, the second one.
As long as they don't, I don't crit fail, I'm happy.
Let's
At
see.
least it doesn't stack, right?
Well, so Gurn shouldn't have rolled for that. Gurn and Saren shouldn't have rolled for the first one. So you get your hero point back.
Nice.
But you should have rolled for that one. And now roll for this one. This one is everything.
Nothing can scare me.
Alright.
All right, so give me a second. Resolve this bad boy. Let's see here. Scrolling. Nobody do shit. Don't make the don't make the box screen.
Cast all the spells now.
You know what? I really need to figure out what that power attack thing does, right?
Yeah.
The what now?
Wait, why do I have Frightened too?
Oh.
I got all crit successes.
Did you hero point the first failure?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know with you guys hero pointing your bullshit. So who hero pointed on the first one then?
I did.
And who hero pointed on the second one? Anybody? Nobody?
Nope.
All right, and then nobody here pointed on the last one, right?
Correct.
Perfect. All right, so that resolved. You guys now enter combat proper with these fiends.
Wow.
I'm the only one not scared. Haha.
Well, at least you rolled the 20s on initiative.
I didn't do shit. They did.
Oh man.
All right, so these fiends, as they say, have wheeled around and revealed themselves to be not the companions that Dash was expecting, obviously, but rather some other type of thing that has now turned and engaged you in combat. Krillin, starts with you.
Should I delay after them so I could get full debuff, full use of my debuffs?
Do what you want to do, bud.
Yeah, I'll delay till after Emil.
Okay. Let's see. Do this. Okay. Well, this one turns around and says, "Howdy, partner."
Oh no!
Oh no! What does the ghost person do here?
Ooh.
Wait,
Okay.
the Ghost Riders. We're doomed.
Well.
I did some bad shit, man.
Taking, I guess, advantage of the close proximity here, this little guy swings a sword at you twice, Vemgard, and then a fist.
Ouch.
Alrighty, and you take a licking, but you're still ticking. Right, this one over here gets very delicately her horse up off of her and stands up, which will trigger reactions that can reach 10 feet.
Yes.
Alright. She loads her gun for a second action. Okay. So not. Is it gonna make it need to be loaded? Okay. Guess it doesn't need to be loaded? Okay. Well, she loads her gun as an action. Anyway. And then... trots. Let's see. Trots back. Trots back here. Alright, Emil also stands up with her horse. Or his horse. Triggers reactions from 10 feet. If there are any. No.
Oh shit! Yeah, I triggered mine. I wasn't paying attention.
You gonna use it now?
Yeah, I'm gonna use it now.
It's triggered.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it. Give me a sec, sorry. People just keep barging into my room without knocking.
God, Mom, stay out of my room.
Cleaning.
Oh, where's the spaghetti?
Hey, love.
I was going more Filipino.
Fair enough.
That's the best you can think of, Logan.
No,
Spaghetti.
I know your mom makes a good spaghetti because Dad and Lila talk about it every time.
True.
So, I'm sorry. She's known for what
That's
she's
fair.
known for.
Alright. This thing loads up its gun and opens fire. Take a face full of shot. Not your first. And now your delay pays off. What will you do?
I'm mute.
I'll go into a Tangled Forest stance. Trying to click the link there. It's saying I don't have sufficient permission to view. But never mind. Looks like
You just drag it. Yeah, you don't click it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Anytime there's like a red highlighted, you can just drag that out of the box. I guess it would also work if you targeted yourself and then clicked it.
Okay.
But dragging is easy.
So I just want to clarify something. So in Tangled Forest stance, how I read it is whenever people try to move away, then it would, do whatever is in the second paragraph and not use up a trigger. Because it doesn't say it's a trigger, right? I mean, it just happens. Is that how you guys read it?
You extend your arms like an arm to interfere. You can make lash range on arms. These do. You can act. You trust me, man. Reflex safe. So what was your question?
My question was, this doesn't trigger, this doesn't use up a trigger reaction from you, right? Because it just kind of happens. Because it's like the effect of my stance. Like I could, like say all three of them moved away this turn, they would all have to roll, right?
Well, they have to be in your reach.
Oh yeah, I mean if they're in my reach, right? Obviously, if they're in my reach, right? Say they all move away, they're in my reach, then all three would need to roll.
But I don't think you would get. I don't think you could immobilize them and then also hit them. No.
Oh no. My question was, is it going to use up a reaction?
No, that's not a reaction. No.
Okay. Just confirm. That's what I just wanted to confirm.
It's like a spell. It's like an aura.
Okay, so we're good there, and then I guess.
But that's what I say. I don't think it would. I think it would disable you from having reactions, essentially, because you've got this aura about you.
Okay. I guess next thing I'll do is.
I think that's why they include that last line. If you prefer, you can allow the enemy to move.
Yeah.
And then that would trigger your reaction, and then you could do your reaction, right?
Right.
Yeah. That last sentence.
Because technically, right? They don't move. They attempt to move. They try to move, is what it says, and then they have to do the saves. So your reaction's not triggered, right? Because they didn't move yet. Yeah.
So if they do pass the save, then my reaction could trigger because they were moving away at that point, right?
I would say yes.
Okay.
Because then they're moving. Yeah.
Right.
Presumably, right? Because maybe they stepped. You don't necessarily know how they're gonna move. But yes, right? Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. So for my second action, I'm gonna parry. Then I just want to read something here real quick. So staff suite, no more than 5 feet apart. Okay. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a flurry of blows for I'm gonna do flurry of blows. For the first hit, I'm gonna try and trip.
Is parrying's an action?
Yeah, parrying's an action.
It takes an action?
Yeah, let me double check that. It is a property of the bow staff, yeah. So I got +1 circumstance, I believe, from that. Then, yes. And then I'm going to try and trip using flurry of blows. So here's the first roll. The one on the left.
Well, okay. So Do you mean to parry after you're doing all this attacking, or what do you what? Because if
Well, I
you're
mean, I
if
can
you're
still do other
parrying
stuff
with
as
it,
it-
you're like holding it ready to like parry, right? It's like raising a shield, is it not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it pretty much is.
Oh, okay.
You
Well,
you would have to do the attack first, then
okay. So
parry.
I did that in the wrong order then. So I'll trip first. So
Okay, yeah, that's how I got
bad, okay.
confused. All
Yeah.
right. And which one are you doing this to?
that first hit was the one on the left.
Okay.
Hit.
You land it, and he falls prone.
Okay, there, sorry, I'll get the macro for the second one. Here's my bad. Then I will do trip on the other one. And that's -5.
Right, sweep this horse out from underneath them. You guys
Then I
prone.
will parry for the third action.
Gotcha. All right. Hideki, you asleep?
I'm not asleep. I will sheath my long rifle, move and use quick draw to get up to the horse and attack him with my katana.
Fair enough.
And we'll see what happens on my third action. I guess I swing again. Actually, I'm urged to hit this time.
All right, you swing on this defenseless creature and injure them. Vemgard.
All right. First thing I do is I sweep around Hideki to go to the other side, and then I will do spell strike right on Jesse.
Now, have you? It would. I feel like we get a little loose with spell strike. Aren't you supposed to do that one tap first?
Nope, we were doing it wrong. It's after.
Oh, after you've used it the
Yeah.
first time.
Yes.
All right. Couldn't remember.
I will hero point that.
Okay.
Yes. And then with this lightning bolt, it should hit the other guy as well. With
So hold on. Let me. So you hero pointed, you rolled, you hit. Okay, lightning bolt is okay. What? Because of a line? Is that what you're?
yes. And I have a feat that lets me use the spell line.
Oh, need that.
Oh,
blah, 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 blah. All right, result. Sheesh.
I'll be the end of,
All right,
end of my turn.
Drez.
Okay. I'm gonna use my first action to move to here. And then I'm going to, let's see, target is flat-footed right now, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm just
Well, which one you talking about? The one right here in front of you?
Jesse, yeah.
Yeah. Flat-footed.
It saves me from having to put in the effort. Fuck you, Jesse. Ooh, suck it.
Are you at Frightened 4? Is that what I'm seeing?
Damn right, and I still managed to crit.
All right, so you waste
wrecked.
Jesse.
Did you crit fail or something, Chesty? On that.
On the second roll, yes.
Oh, okay.
And that's all of my turn.
Saren.
All right. Oh, first action reload. And I want to do. My God. I don't think I have anything for recall knowledge that would be helpful.
Just shoot.
All right, I'll just shoot him. The hell? Oh yeah, I'm fucking frightened. And reload for the third action. That's me.
Right, you hit him with your pea shooter. Last but not least, Gurn. Fling an arrow and it finds its. Oh no, wait! You cast a spell. What'd you cast?
Telekinetic projectile.
Right, you fling a rock or
Great
something for 12 damage.
Fling Jesse's skull.
Yeah, do it.
I'm going to poison an arrow for the last action.
All right. So at the top of the order here is a corpse. As it boosts Anna, she begins to cackle in a very clockwork type of a sound. And you wonder what exactly is going on. She reaches up and plucks her head off her shoulders, takes it and chucks it right in y'all's direction. So lands right here in the middle of all you suckers. So with that reflex save, you 4 in the middle on the blue.
Oh, come on. Oh,
Yeah!
oh, get
Let's
fucked.
do
buddy.
this!
All right.
Give it to me.
The head explodes.
Ouch. Ouch.
And
Oh, yeah.
deals you all a little bit of fire damage. Since the two guys in the middle jump completely out of the way and let you take the full brunt of the
Give it to me.
damage. As you yell, "Give it to me," this thing takes notice
Oh, please don't attack me. Oh,
and
shit.
shoots at you.
I only have 11 hit points. Oh, fuck. I'm dead.
Alright, this thing first action stands up, triggers reactions in reach.
How did
Yep.
it heal?
They do seem to heal at the beginning of their turns.
Oh, shit.
Right? Well, this one, having seen what Anna just did, similarly cackles
Gosh darn it.
and flings its skull at your feet. Well, you all do. Everyone does receive a hero point, having been thoroughly inspired by everybody getting splashed on the first time.
When
Yeah, I'll use that right now.
When that horse stood up, that would also trigger his tangled stance too, right? He'd have to do a reflex save to do anything.
No, it didn't try to move. It just stood up, which is like a manipulate.
Isn't
Oh,
stand
okay.
a move action though?
Yeah,
If we're
it's a
being
reaction.
pedantic here.
Okay.
But whatever, that's fine. We could.
Doesn't matter.
I mean,
we'll go-
Jesus
we'll go
Christ,
pedantic.
yes, really. Like,
Right. So I had to.
like the
Yeah.
party's already too big, right? By 2 people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hero point that, Mary.
Right.
Use my new hero point.
Sure.
Look, if we can't kill God, we're not happy. And also, we're
it's
not going to be
apparent.
happy even if we can't kill God.
Oh, thank God.
All right, so the head explodes, and you all jump out of the way for the most part. All right. Really?
One before the things before?
Okay, I'm going to.
3.
I'm going to take a cue from those 2 attacks and move over here.
Okay. As you move past this thing, it swipes at you with its sword.
They don't have any more heads left to throw. Where are you going?
What's that?
So they don't have any more heads left to throw. Why are you running away?
Oh,
So he
It's-
smacks you in the
done.
behind with its sword as you pass.
okay, and then I'm going to. I just want to use battle medicine on myself, using assurance for a DC 20 heal. So let me pull up medicine here. Treat wounds. Okay, so that's. For the 8 plus 10. We'll check. Then I'm gonna use Flurry of Blows, and I'm going to trip Emil for the first hit. And I'm gonna try again for the second hit. Oh fuck. Here we go.
Oh, all right. You find yourself a little bit unsure of yourself after missing those two. So you now have a circumstance penalty until you critically hit. Get your confidence back up.
And that's 3.
That's 3. All right, Hideki.
Alright. I am going to run 25 feet, brandishing the sword, and power attack Hannah. I missed the power attack. Great.
Yeah.
And I guess after fumbling my first attack, I will try to hit again for my last action.
No comment. All right, you tried. Vemgard.
All right, the first thing I'm going to do is battle medicine myself because I need some hit points because I didn't realize I activated Orc Ferocity because I was at 0 hit points. But I only
Yeah.
have 1.
You should be at 1. Yeah.
And yeah, I'm going to battle medicine myself first. Oh my god. Alright. Well, I'm still on a diagonal line. I'm just going to use.
Since that was a failure by 1, can't you use a hero point to turn that into a success?
If I had a hero point.
You
I
used the
already
one we
used
just got
it.
5 minutes ago?
If I
I
had
already
one,
used it. You give me them, I take them.
You casting lightning bolt?
Yep.
Where at?
Right at this one right here, Anna.
Not only must I miss, I also have to duck? Great.
You betcha. Yep, that one's better.
Wait, do I actually have to make the save? Darn it.
Yeah, you're in the square. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, you do. He don't give a fuck about nothing. So wait, who are you casting? You casting her?
Well,
or him?
that one was by accident. I'm
Oh.
trying to delete it, but it's not letting me click it.
I got you.
Okay, thank you.
I got you, fam. Okay.
Yeah, that's damage and yeah. Go do a reflex save.
What a dick.
Right now, Dash is watching all this from a distance and thinking she made a terrible, terrible mistake.
Oh yeah. Oh no, she's probably still running.
Typical Logan, friendly firing.
Who's
yeah.
gonna leave their cows, man? I'm not gonna leave her cows, bro. All right, is that
Yeah,
three?
did damage to the enemy. Yes, that's my turn.
All right, exhausted. Vemgard passes it to you, Drez.
All right, bottom of the roster trio. What do you say? Everybody else is going after Anna. Y'all want to do that too, or should we focus Fire and Meal over here?
I'm focusing on the meal right now. So
Excuse me, I'm asking the bottom of the roster crew.
Bottom
You
of
elitist
the
pricks.
Oh,
Let's hammer a meal.
Okay, so I am going to move right here. And I am going to use Feint on Emil.
Esty, if you move right below him, he'll be flanked. FYI.
Oh, because you've got reach on him?
Yep.
Okay, well, I may have to do that next. Well, no, I'll go ahead and do it now. I'll just step right over here to the left. That'll be all my turn, but at least we got him flanked.
Well, so as a point of, we're still kind of newish. So he already reacted, right? Because he hit Krillin when
That's
Krillin,
true.
and you would know that. So yeah, you could have just used your first move to go right there.
Yeah. Oh well. We at least got him flanked for now.
All right,
Give that man a hero point.
Saren. Okay, you critically shoot yourself. Bold move.
They'll never be expecting suicide.
You want me to re-roll that?
No, it's fine. Who are you shooting then?
The bottom one, Emil.
All right. Right, you square up and blast Emil.
Reload and fire again.
Right, you blast more holes into this seemingly undead fiend. Gurn.
I'll move up and hit him with an alchemist fire.
Ooh, suck it, Emil.
Take it.
Wow.
Oh.
I don't care. You can still suck it, Emil.
All right. So you fling this alchemist fire and nail him for 10 damage, killing him. You notice that as your alchemist fire splatters all over him, his corpse reduces in size to be a small creature.
Interesting.
All right, Anna here. Occupied with what's in front of her, lets loose in a fury of sword play at you, Hideki. Starting out good and getting progressively worse. She deals 18 damage to you, Krillin.
Sorry, first action was to step into range. And then second action is to try flurry of blows. First hit will be a trip. Where's trip? Okay, Mary, for my next hit for Flurry of Blows, is it something I can do? Can I shove the rider away from his horse?
No.
Okay, then I will just smack him.
All right, you attempt to smackening.
Well, I have another action.
You got one more? One is.
That was
Anya
so I
has
was able to.
That's my explanation here.
What's that?
Anya has plot armor.
Yeah. Okay.
Or you
I
just
guess I'll
don't
try-
know what kind of creature it is and whether it is, in fact, a thing on top of a horse or whether it's some kind of illusory thing.
I'm just saying.
You haven't examined it or looked at it or
anything.
anything. So, I mean, if you ask a basic question, you get a basic answer.
I'm sorry, he did kind of say when the last guy shriveled up into a small creature.
Yeah. Oh, whatever.
Which wasn't a critical effect of the alchemist fire being a nat 20.
Oh, okay then.
Then I'm gonna try and intimidate the rider, I guess, for my third action.
All right, you barely frighten this thing as it's laying on its back, and it becomes frightened. Hideki.
I will power attack it. Hopefully not miss this time.
Why did you jinx yourself? You had to say that.
Oh no. I think I've just been playing...
Bro, I tripped and frightened him for you. Come on, how could you miss that?
I don't know. I need to stop rolling threes. It's not fun. I'll then try again.
Isn't
Alright.
power attack 2 actions?
Yeah, that's why I only have 2 hits per turn.
Oh, one's a single, not power attack. Yeah, sorry, I'll try that. been hitting.
Actually, all right, you swipe down on this thing and you kill it, and it shoots away in a mist. No body remaining. Weird. And with that, the desert sands take back over, and you are standing amongst just the fallen foes here. Dash has not immediately returned, but you, of course, could look around and see if she has flown the coop. You do notice immediately that Jesse's horse has some prominent saddlebags, if you know what I mean.
Ooh, skull bomb. That looks fun.
So yes, inside the saddlebag you find some mundane traveling gear, but also a grim trophy. 2 skull bombs and Jesse's journal.
Yo, that's pretty sweet. It's basically intimidate against 2 targets instead of 1.
I gotta go to the bathroom. So discuss what you're gonna do with this stuff, and or, well, you have to read the journal, and I'll tell you what it says. And or who's gonna go look for Dash, and or whatever else. I'll be right back.
Let's see. Grim Trophy requires expert in intimidation. Who's expert?
Vega is wrong game.
Or I guess I
Is
should
anyone
say
expert
who else is expert, because I
don't
am.
think-
But if someone else
No.
is, they can have it.
I don't think anyone else is.
I'm only
Okay.
trying.
Looks like that's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, take it. So it's a single-use thing, though, right?
I believe so. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
consumable. Yeah.
Can I have healing? With
Oh, I need
one
healing
good
as
shot in
well.
the back.
I'm at 1 hit point.
What you get for shooting
Yep.
people in the back?
Well, friendly fire is friendly fire. All we're playing is Outlaws here, so.
All right.
Hellfire's friendly.
Heal us, Logan.
I'd just like to point out that I've never shot any of you in the back, or in the front, for that matter. Although I think I have stabbed Krillin a couple times, but
I was gonna say I'm not.
he
sure
had
that's
that
true.
coming.
Everyone go around Logan so he can heal us.
I eat.
We're going. Wait, should we split up the party? People that need to heal, and then the other people go find the girl, because she's running away.
She's got to come back for her cows sometime.
I mean, I can
Are
just
those
chase-
her cows?
I'll chase after her. I have like the most movement speed out of all
Okay,
these guys.
so
out of all you guys.
let me put it like this: if those aren't her cows and she isn't coming back, then now we own cows. Cows are
Or maybe we
valuable
can
and
sell 'em.
delicious.
Yes.
Therefore, win-win.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, I guess I'll chase after.
I'll
the
go
person
with
around.
you. I haven't taken a hit, so I'll go with you and run that way.
Now I can only heal 2 people.
I thought you had ward medic.
Yeah, word medic. I'm not master yet, though.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. So I'll I don't know. So
All right, if I
Okay,
go
well
with
you don't have to go far, because simply looking, you see that Dash has just run to the edge of the dark spot about a half mile away and is ducked down behind a clump of sand, cowering, quite cowardly. So you retrieve her and bring her back to, her camp here, and she is just amazed. As soon as you guys all walk over here, these bodies, the 2 that were remaining, just kind of fade away into a cloud of brimstone and blow away with the
Logan with bodies.
with the wind,
Oh shit.
and are no longer there. And all that remains is the saddlebags. So she is just in disbelief and does not really know what to make of any of this. You know, she doesn't recognize them necessarily as her friends, but she recognizes that they had all of her friends' gear and horses. So she's a little bit distraught at the moment.
I ask her who could have done something like that and why.
She's just blubbering and, mumbling something about dealing with necromancers, and she's just, just completely gone. She's not able to speak to you. She's just blubbering about her friends.
Yes, very sad. Anyways, somebody was healing me, right?
Let's role play first.
Sorry.
I don't know if you want to trust a Vemgard heal. They tend to come as punches in the face.
That is true.
Got him.
Wait, the same dude who shot me in the back's healing?
Yep.
Yes.
So are you sure?
Doubt anybody else is gonna give me free
I
medic.
mean, I can give you a guaranteed heal, a DC 20 guaranteed heal, if you want.
I have 49 HP. If we're really being honest about it, I could probably wait till we long rest.
Yeah. Okay. I need my own healing.
There's no, never mind. So
Sorry.
no, I was just go ahead. I'm just gonna
Let's-
prod you guys.
Let's read the journal.
Can I
Yeah.
check it with Arcana to see if it has any, like, magic blow up in your face stuff?
You certainly.
Would that be public or private roll?
It's supposed to be secrets, super secret, private secret, double secret, triple, double secret. You check it out and you don't get any sense of mystical, magical tomfoolery. It seems to be just an ordinary journal.
Looks safe. Who wants to read it? And I'll hold it up in the air.
Who's got good intelligence?
Not I. Oh, I see.
Not
I
me.
do.
Has anyone here got more than +2?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd say let Gurn read it then.
Yeah, I think Gurn's the only smart one in the group.
Not the only one, but we're in a class all our own.
Well, I got a +2 as well, but
Oh, okay.
All right. So what's happening?
We're deciding who in the party didn't ride the short bus to school.
Wow.
Oh.
Let's
Yeah, I got
skim this
+15.
journal, see what's
All right.
note.
You open it up, and as soon as you look at the pages, your face melts. No. You flip through the journal, and at first it's some really mundane stuff, almost childlike seemingly. But as you get to the more recent entries, you find something of note. A detailed account of her and Dash and Emil and Anna's encounter with Parsis and their subsequent journey transporting the Power Knight supplies to a little old place that you're all familiar with, the Gunworks. And now you all know that the Gunworks is something of a staple, a foundation of the Mana Wastes, and it exists upriver from Alkenstar, and it is, as the name would imply, not so subtly, where all of the guns are manufactured in the Mana
Dwarven
Wastes.
fort place, right?
I think it is connected to the old Skyforge, yes. Or is part of it?
So we're going to need a few bags of holding to carry everything we're going to loot from there.
You only have one.
How much is a second? Wait, do we have like an inventor, or, like whatever?
So just the point of clarification. So, it is not part of the Skyforge, the Dwarven Skyforge, but it does look like a small castle. So, I guess that may be weird.
So,
But
still
and
a
it
fort.
is old, right? It's at this point in history a couple hundred years old. So
So still hard
Mary,
to get in,
yes.
but not in the sky. Woo.
I just noticed when we did that path muncher and all my items got deleted,
Mm-hmm.
my bag of holding got deleted as well.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
I'm the only one that's supposed to have one.
Yeah, Path Buncher also took away my bag of holding, but only my bag of holding.
I was supposed to have a crate of holding this whole time. What happened to that?
No. A crate of holding? What?
Yeah, a crate of holding. It's
Owen, can I dump these items to you that I managed to get before they despawned once you get your bag of holding?
No.
Okay.
No, sure. Mary, I think we'll have to do that. So that can be later on tonight.
Yeah, we'll just settle up. So, one thing you all do know, without effort, is that the Gunworks notoriously is very slow in its production. Not that it couldn't produce more, but they maintain that slow schedule to kind of like artificially control the market, right? Because it's just the only place in Golarion where all of these guns are made. It's also somewhat of a safety mechanism, right? They limit who's getting guns and all. So the fact that this Pyronite supply has been delivered there to be manufactured is somewhat surprising to all of you, and really speaks to the level of corruption that Lovelace seems to have fostered here. So, to the Gunworks.
This is
Yeah,
a dwarven place, right?
I would like to
No.
rest
No.
and heal up before you do that.
yes.
All right, so do you guys want to go back to the Barrel and Bullet for a moment then, or for the
Yeah.
evening?
That's a good
All right.
idea.
Well,
Oh,
wait, is bed and barrel? Would it be
Barrel
better?
and Bullet, yeah.
Whatever. Is the bar easier to go to Gunworks and camp outside, or go to the bar and then to the Gunworks?
So, let me see here. Let me show you this real quick before we get going here. Is it in here? Hold on. Well, let me find it. Oh yeah, here you go. Get a look at this picture I'm posting in the Discord channel. And that'll give you a little orientation. So yes, the barrel bullet is in Alkenstar, and you guys are, 25 miles outside Alkenstar. So yes, you have time to stop at the barrel. And
So we're outside on the other direction. Gotcha.
and the journey back took a day anyway, because remember the journey there took a day. So
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So technically, we long rest twice, right?
well, the journey you weren't resting, but I mean you somewhere in between there you would have rested at least once. Yes. So everybody can click that rest button for sure. I mean you would be healed up, but you would also have rested.
And we're infiltrating this place, right, guys? I'm just trying to get my spells ready for the day. So I think invisibility should work for today.
Would we?
You are tracking the pyronite supplies that Dash was and her companions, former companions, RIP, were involved in facilitating, the illicit deal with Parsis, which is one of the wizards or the wizard. You're not quite sure, right? If it's two or one. I believe one person told you they thought it was just one of them. But, or at least that they were working together, which is odd since they're Gib and Nix. So you are, yes, on the trail of Loveless, it would seem, or at least on the trail of Parsis, this necromancer that facilitated the deal.
So basically, we could
Mary,
either sneak in there, or we could pose as like an arms dealer. Someone coming to buy
Well,
weapons.
and as far as the last person to be with Parsis were the three headless Clockworks gold people that you just dispatched. So,
Mary, I'd like to heal myself every 10 minutes while we're hanging out at the saloon
yeah,
here.
I already said everybody's here.
Oh, they just okay.
It's been 3 days. A day. Well, it's been a day traveling back. It's a day to get there. A day traveling back. And then presumably you guys are not going to just go as soon as you got back. So you're going to rest this night, right? So that would put us at like the 15th, beginning in the week. So yeah, everybody would have fully rested and healed. And
Just remind me, what's this Parsis guy's role again?
So Parsis is one of the wizards.
Who wants all the pyronite so he can start?
Yes.
World War I or whatever.
I put a few items in the cell box to get rid of. If you didn't see my message.
Wait,
Your message as the chest. Yes, I saw it.
Oh, was that? Oh yeah, that's it.
Did the ghost things give us
I
XP?
knew exactly who said it. So how much gold is it? 165. Is that all to you?
It ain't much. It ain't much, but my inventory was full, so I had to dump them somewhere.
I threw a couple of weapons in there as well.
I'm munching on a tub of pork grinds from Costco right now. So good.
Oh my god, that big giant tub.
Yeah.
Oh, sell that. I can sell both of those.
In the short time we're here, any chance I could buy a bag of holding? Feel free to say no if it's annoying.
Pretty sure that's where he got his since he was born. Not like a.
Wait, how do I transfer stuff from my inventory to the chest? Drag
Just
and
drag.
drop?
Drag and drop.
Cool.
But yeah, I mean it's not an uncommon item.
You want me to just grab it and sell or put the buy button, or are you gonna pop that in there and take my gold?
Do what?
Do you want me just to add it to my inventory and pay for the gold, pay for it with gold, or
I don't think you guys can in this game thing. I thought I've stepped everybody back from doing that type of thing. Well, so which one? One or two? Type 1 or 2?
let's do a type 1. There'll be plenty.
Types?
Type 2 costs a hell of a lot more, but you can hold a shit ton.
Capacity 25 versus 50. Dang.
I'll take a type 2 when you get his done.
All right. That whole business handle. Yes. No. Maybe.
That's it for me anyway.
I'm good.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do? How do you want to get out? It is a long journey, so you probably don't want to walk. How do you want to get there?
Go steal an
We
airship.
that or steal a carriage.
We can
I
just
know
rent
we're
an
good at
airship,
that.
just not from that same fucking pilot's last time.
Wait, don't we have a cart from the Noose Escapade?
Oh yeah,
No,
y'all got 2 cards.
Oh, there we go.
Like,
3 people in each.
yeah.
I believe we have a cart and a carriage.
What?
Well, didn't we get a carriage?
What
Didn't
the
we steal a
fuck?
carriage last time?
What's the difference, bro? Tell me.
A cart does no roof, a carriage does, and it holds more people.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
mean,
borrow
they're both conveyances, though, right?
A
Yep.
carriage is fine dining in high society. A cart is, hey, you're
I
finally
don't.
awake.
Well, I guess in Skyside that exists. All right.
In the
Yeah.
carriage, Hidekin's fanning me. In the cart, he's just driving.
I guess we should figure out a plan too. Like, are we just gonna walk up and ring the bell, or
Sure.
do we get
Let's
whoever has
slow
the
it down.
best diplomacy wear their fucking fancy clothes and
Let's go scope it out and see what we want to do.
we could get someone to pose as a nobleman or something coming to buy weapons.
We can head that way and do some scouting and searching and see if we can see something that will help us decide.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And then could I just do a quick underworld check for my lore skill just to see, like, ask some people if, like, what it's like there. If we show up, just walk through the door and start asking questions. Are we gonna get shot, or are they gonna? I don't know. Just to figure out what it's like there. If we're gonna be in a hostile territory or if it's safe territory.
All right. So your contacts come back to you easily and tell you that what you all should do is head to the Last Stop Saloon. They give you the directions and tell you that it's the final watering hole and resting place for anybody heading into the Western Ravage. They tell you to go there and rent a room, and you should be able to meet up with a contact that will give you more information.
Perfect. Thank you.
I guess let's do that.
Is there any code word or anything that we have to give?
Butter nuggets.
What? Butter
Well-
nuggets?
Yeah, I just said a random word.
All right. So so say you all. That's you. Good to head to this
Commander
place
Thomas, so say
that
we
she's
all.
talking about. Do what?
So say we all. That's Battlestar Galactica reference.
Oh yeah, sure.
Track you.
Pretty sure 2 other people
Jesus,
would
you
know
fucking
what you're talking
nerds.
about.
Yes.
I just recently rewatched Battlestar. Actually,
I've never watched it.
so good. The
I just
CGI
rewatched
still
it as
holds
well.
up surprisingly.
All right. So, as you guys make your way over to this place, you find that your contact was a little off, and you don't find the Last Stop Saloon until appropriately almost all the way there. However, once inside, after a weary journey, you do find that it is quite amenable to having a nice drink. And so you sit down amongst the sound of manufacturing all around you. And a bartender walks up to all of you, surprised to see such a large traveling party, and asks you what you'll have to drink.
I will have a whiskey, please. Or do you have that roll cart chart still?
Well, that's from the Barrel and Bullet,
Oh,
but they do have whiskey and bring you a whiskey.
I order a glass of their finest, cheapest red wine.
They don't have red wine.
Then I'll have a glass of their finest, cheapest whiskey.
I order some.
They
Scotch
bring you
and
red wine.
Nice.
You order what?
Scotch.
The fuck is that? What's scotch? What's a scotch?
Ape?
I order whiskey.
It's a shittier type of whiskey.
They'd have to be. What are Scottish people in Golarian?
Dwarves?
My
Yeah,
would
dwarves.
they be like dwarfs?
He orders a glass of dwarf.
Weird. All right, so you brought some drinks, and the bartender goes about just tending to everybody else. You don't necessarily see anyone, looking too odd at you. On your way in, you notice that there was a Cyclops fella sitting on the front porch polishing his guns.
Is he an actual Cyclops, or was he just missing an eye?
Oh, he was a natural Cyclops.
I look over at the table and I say, I think that guy was giving me the side eye.
I groan
I
and
smack
down
his
my
head.
whiskey in one shot.
Well, so you might want to
What
look
just
around this
exploded?
place. Oh, there's shit popping off all over, man. They're building, blowing up bombs and shit. Yeah.
Well, I'd like to go up to the Cyclops and just say, a nice, yeah. I don't see many of your kind. What brings you to the Gunworks or to the Last Chance Saloon, wherever the hell we are?
He turns to you, and when he does, you notice that the other side of his face is all scarred up, and on his neck, you notice a small little tattoo. Can't quite make it out though because of the like scarf that he's kind of wearing. And he turns to you and he kind of raises his eyebrow. His
And I
one.
just pull down my little face scarf to show all my scars. I just go,
Mhm.
samesies. We're like brothers.
You say samesies?
Ever watch that fucking video? Never mind. Side, don't drag the story down.
All right. He kind of turns back away from you and just doesn't really pay you any mind.
God damn it. What do you guys think? Is there anything we should be doing in here, talking to people, or?
Maybe renting that room we were told to.
Well, you did notice on your way in, as you cursed your informant who told you that this place was before you got to the gunworks, and you found out it was it was at the end of the boat ride at the gunworks. That this place is heavily guarded by shield marshals. You're not quite sure. You didn't get a chance to, scan all of them to see if they were all corrupt. But, you have a reasonable suspicion that, most of the ones you saw, or at least a great many of them that are protecting the most, the most sensitive stuff here are part of the Leadsmith Lovelace's crew of corrupt shield marshals. And of course, the dude you just spoke to, you noticed he had a tattoo on his neck. You didn't quite get to see what it was, but you can probably presume it's a broken heart.
Let's see. We were told to rent a room, so I'd like to do that.
All right. So you get the bartender's attention, and he tells you that with so many of you guys, y'all are gonna have to probably share a bed and bunk up. He says he's got 2 rooms available.
How much would that be, sir?
Oh, well, I mean, you guys are all agreeable to 2 rooms
Yeah,
to sleep all together?
I'll try to find my own room. I have my ways.
So he tells you it'd be 120 for the lot. He goes on to just kind of talk freely. He's bitching. He was like, I'd have more if it wasn't for them. And he points back over to the Cyclops and the 4 people that he's sitting with. Said they just showed up and didn't have lodging with the rest of their shield marshal buddies. So they had to take up most of his rooms here.
Do we want to cough up? Is one person coughing up the 120, or are we splitting that?
I have $0.
Krillin.
What?
Sorry.
Yes, I turn very expectantly to Krillin, staring, boring holes into his head, and nodding towards the man to pay him.
Sure. Fucking cheap asses.
Like I said, I have $0 gold. I'm broke as fuck.
I'll split it with you.
Yeah, I've got some gold too. I was just fucking around.
All right. So you all split
I'll
it 3 ways. Is that right?
4.
Yeah. Those who
Probably
don't
wouldn't
pay
try
get
and
to
whore
sleep on the
myself
floor.
out tonight.
Was that? Did you say 4?
Yeah.
All right.
30 apiece.
Yeah, I got it. I got it from you. Getting it from you. All right. So you guys have a room here for this evening. You can decide who's sleeping with who later. Presumably 3 to a room.
Those who didn't pay sleep on the floor.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Or outside. All right.
We-
So
we can
you
do,
remain seated at the bar. You remain needing information. You've gotten some free information, I guess. He's told you that this Cyclops fellow and his buddies have all taken up rooms upstairs. For our younger friend, if you are at a bar and needing information and don't know anyone, you ask the only friend in the room, which is the bartender.
Bartender is not your friend. I know this.
All right, so I'm gonna go get something to drink. Give you guys a moment here. You guys, I'll pause it so the clock's not running. You strategize. Also, take a break. I'm gonna make a coffee. So give me just a minute.
Hideki,
BRB.
you will find it out when you get older that the bartender is the cheapest therapist you will ever get.
Yeah.
And just as a side note, to show my dork card with Battlestar, I named my firstborn daughter after fucking Starbuck.
Cool.
Kara?
Yeah,
Nice. Kara is a nice name.
I did not
named all
know
of my
that.
kids off of sci-fi shows.
At least you went with Riker and not Apollo.
Yeah. They even spelt it the way that he spells it in Next Generation.
I don't know what's more nerdy, Riker or Apollo. Because Apollo, you can kind of get away with that a little bit. Riker, like that goes straight to Star Trek.
Yep.
That poor soul.
Yeah, Apollo might be a little more inconspicuous.
Mm-hmm.
But Riker's also a man whore. badass man whore.
Once he gets that goatee, anyway.
Well, yeah, I expect a full beard by the time he's 6, so. Anyway, so what's the plan here, guys?
Well, there should be some sort of informant, I thought.
Want to just get loaded in the bar until someone shows up?
We could pretend like we're here looking for jobs.
And we could see if we could join Cyclops Buddy's crew.
That, or we could be quality control.
Or like I said, we could pose as one of us be a rich guy and the rest of us are security. And he's here to purchase a couple of weapons.
I can make my armor look rich, but we'd have to do it like I'm so high class that I don't even talk.
I believe we all have fancy clothes, right? From
True.
Yeah, I still have mine.
Well, I mean, we did shoot up an elevator full of guys in those clothes.
Yeah, I can just make mine look different.
Quick stop by the dry cleaners, we're good. I don't know, I just think going and knocking on the door might not be the best way to go about this.
Yeah, I think if we do knock on the front door, we need a real good reason why we're here. I think
Yeah,
that's a coastal battery they have. So.
And Loveless clearly has turned these people to her sides because they normally only make, what says 50 guns a year.
Yeah, that's probably true. Kind of down for trying to join that Cyclops crew.
Well, someone with good diplomacy has got to be our voice here because I'm -2, I think. -1.
It had to be someone with good diplomacy. It could be someone with good deception.
True.
I think that's me either way, though.
Yeah,
Yep.
I got a +9 deception. I think you have what? 18 or something?
Yeah, I got +15.
Yeah, you're the face of this operation.
But on a side note, I only have 4 spell slots. Should I use one of them as invisibility or all of them as lightning bolt?
One as stealth wouldn't be the worst thing, or one as visibility wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. Because I automatically have it enlarge and true strike, and that's it. Those ones are part of the Magus, and then I have 4 spell slots.
Those are your cantrips or spells?
Specialty spells. At level 7, I get 30 spells, studious spells, which pretty much gives you support spells for the Magus.
Alrighty.
True striking any of us gunslingers anytime.
Everybody here?
Yep.
Strategy devised? Or not?
Nope.
If you're gonna be talking your way there, Chesty, take a silver tongue. Just get you a +1.
Okay.
So, yes, you do find yourself at the bar, able to speak to the bartender, or other. I mean, there are other patrons too. You know.
I'd like to ask the bartender if they know if the gun works as a customers can come in and browse, or if it is a they come to you sort of thing.
Someone should also ask them if they know if Loveless has corrupted people in here.
Okay.
Any
Well,
age
so
yeah.
the let's let's go one at a time here with these questions. So the first one is you just want to know generally how the gun works. Is that right?
Yeah, if it's like a customers
Okay.
can come up
Yeah.
and buy it, or if it's a
Well, so that doesn't really require any kind of check. I mean, he tells you that it used to be a lot more friendly than it is now. Now it's a lot more politics and power, and you need to know somebody. He said most of the orders that they fulfill nowadays are at the behest of governments and overseen by the gunworks administrative crew, which is itself an extension of the Alkenstar government. So that's why the shield marshals are involved and all that with the protection of the place. So that was just a general kind of freebie question of general what's going on here. But Saren, what were you wanting to ask him? You're muted.
Here I am, just pontificating myself. I was just gonna ask Drez to ask the bartender, or try to get out of him if he likes that Lovelace is kind of changing and corrupting things around here. What he knows about it or thinks about it.
All right, I'm gonna hint around a little bit about the changes and ask him if it's been good for business. That's how I'm gonna start.
Okay. So let me see a diplomacy check for you there. Super secret. Thank you. So he kind of looks at you puzzled, and tells you that right now is the hubbub about the gunworks is two, and he kind of looks funny when he says this, but he says two accidents lately that were of the strange sort. He said it's got the Tower of Metallurgy and the Tower of Engineering at odds with each other. These are both essentially like departments, right? Like factions within the gunworks that are headed up by their own sets of geniuses that come up with all the innovations that come out of here. And so it's become a little paranoid around the place, and a lot of people right now aren't talking with anybody outside of their own organization. As such, both towers have been demanding that the shield marshals step in and help them, which has necessitated the increased presence. But so far, the garrison commander here has not he's not engaged them to do anything. They've just started to show up in larger numbers. He mentions the garrison commander's name as Loy Aiton. Loy Aiton. With that, he turns away from you guys and starts helping some other customers for a moment. And you notice that there are quite a few other surly patrons about that you could mix and mingle with, or you could wait for the bartender, figure out what you want to ask him next.
Can I ask one of the other patrons if they've been in town long?
Sure. That would also be a super secret diplomacy or intimidation check. You could also just be scaring people, I guess. You want to just go around like flashing your piece? All right. You go up to what looks to be a receptive couple of gents, and you show your sword to them, and you start talking about how you prefer a more sophisticated type of weapon, and having broken the ice with them, you ask them, what's been, what was it again? If there's been anybody strange, is that what it was?
No, I was gonna ask them if they've been in town long to then follow
Been
up
in
with
town, yeah.
questions about Aiden.
Yeah, so they tell you that they have been in town since about last week. That they arrived just around the same time as they saw Deputy Lovelace and a strange person arrive in town to some fanfare. They tell you that they came into town just looking for work. They heard that there was some hiring going on out here, but when they got here, they found that there was some kind of standoff happening. And they thought that Deputy Lovelace had come to settle things. They say they saw her meet with the Tower of Metallurgy several times, and the weird fellow that she came with met with the Tower of Engineering several times, and then they all had a big old fancy dinner with Commander Ayton during the last night they were here before they left out on a small boat. Nobody knows where Lovelace went, but it doesn't seem to have, moved the negotiations along, because they've been still waiting for some indication of work for the last several days.
Can I ask them if Aiden and Lovelace seem to be receptive to each other, or more just tolerating?
He tells you, they don't know. They're not from around here, but they figured he was just some kind of, highfalutin lieutenant or something of the shield marshals. Although he did have a strange look about him. And they all kind of shudder a little bit and look at each other.
Well, I think I'll thank them and wander back to the bar.
Alrighty. Anybody else want to have their hand at speaking to some patrons?
I just got it in my head that all we need to do is track down that shield marshal dude. See if we can
Do you
capture
get
and
any
interrogate
info
him.
on him? Sorry. I blanked out a bit. If not, I would like to talk to one of the guards, try and know more about the general.
Okay, that's what you want to do? You want to speak to one of the shield marshals about Ayton?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like talk. Yeah.
Let's see it. Diplomacy or intimidation.
Yeah, 'cause that wouldn't be strange. Tell me about your boss. No.
I'm with 2 beers. Two beers.
Okay, and so what are you asking exactly? Just who is he? Or what's he like? Or what?
Yeah, what's his like?
Where's he staying?
Yeah. I want to talk to him about enrolling into I want to enroll with him. I've heard highly about him.
Okay, well, at this, he laughs heartily. And he you know, he asks you what makes you think you have what it takes to be a shield marshal.
Whip out that green monster.
Smack him in the face.
Kids around. I will actually pull out my great axe. And I pull out this thing and say, oh, this thing can do a lot of things. I don't need those ranged weapons.
He just continues laughing and says, yeah, you just might make it here. This is a inexperienced outfit anyway, even though Aiton had climbed up the ranks of the shield marshals. They stuck him out here to watch over this helpless garrison.
Why do you say this is a helpless garrison?
He humors you a little bit further and explains that, you know, all of the shield marshals that are garrisoned here are pretty much new recruits, that most of them have never seen any other they've never seen any other action, right? And so they get stuck out here to kind of, you know, cut their teeth.
All right. Yeah, that's it.
Now he tells you, because you seem to be kind of like disappointed at this information. He tells you that if you can cut it out here, there is a chance that you could get a promotion to the Ravage Raiders, and that's where the real action lies. And you, having been in Alkenstar, you're aware of this band. They have a notorious reputation. They essentially patrol, or they were set up a long time ago to patrol the Western Ravage, which is the like dead area between Alkenstar and here. And over the years, it's kind of evolved into being, you know, like a Green Beret or elite special forces. Only the most skilled shield marshals get promoted up into this unit. And so even though these little guys garrisoned here are pretty undisciplined, once they've cut it here, they can get promoted out to that, if you can call it a promotion.
So basically the riders are like SWAT of SWAT or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So, any other questions?
Where does he stay?
Yeah.
Who are you asking?
I'm hoping someone else asks. That the guard he was talking to.
So you
Walk up to the guard and ask, I heard y'all talking about becoming a shield marshal. Where would I find Commander Aiton to sign up?
he points out to you the garrison tower. Just this big building in the corner. He tells you to stay away from the Ravage Raider bunker, which is this building. And then he doesn't point out any other building specifically to you.
Okay. Maybe that's how we can get in.
Well, so any other questions for anyone? Or any other things you want to do inside of this place?
Did the contacts back in Alkenstar tell us how we were supposed to meet the Gunworks agent?
They
They
did.
said
They
room,
told you.
but-
They told you they'd have a contact here, but no one has approached you, or you haven't noticed anyone, or looked.
How many people are in here right now?
Oh, there's a good, 24 or so folks milling about.
Well, then I'd like to walk up to the bartender and order
And-
around
and-
for the bar.
And it's got to, think you're like old timey saloon, right? So there's like a staircase that leads up, and then there's a, hallway with the several rooms that this place has upstairs. Again, he told you that, the Cyclops fella and his companions, the group over there, got here, just a few days before you did and rented out most of the rooms, but y'all's are up there as well. But yeah, you want to buy what kind of drink for everybody? Watered down beer?
Shot of whiskey for everyone in the
Not
bar.
your guys' beer.
And I'd also like to ask the bartender which room the Cyclops dude's staying in.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to roll a little bit of a diplomacy check, but you'll get somewhat of an advantage, having just bought a shitload of drinks for everyone.
Oh, God.
You could also intimidate.
Yeah, we'll do that.
If you feel it's wise. So now do it in secret.
All right. Shit. Wasted the good roll, the public one, didn't I?
So, you lean over to the board. You motion over to the bartender. You get him to come over. You lean over and you say, "Look, I need to know where that guy's staying." And you motion over at the Cyclops. And as you're saying this, you kind of sneer at him, and you could tell he's not really afraid, but he could tell you mean business. And he says, "Well, it's easy, idiot. It's the two that aren't yours." And he walks away, kind of huffing. And so you are able to see that there's a marking, right? There's a number on the key that he gave you guys. You guys have 5 and 6, and so 1 through 4. There's only 6 rooms up there.
I go back to the table with everybody and just say, "So I've got an idea. What do you guys think if a couple of us stay here, buy a couple of rounds, get everyone in here nice and sloshed and distracted, while Drez sneaks up into the Cyclops man's room and sees what he can find out about them?"
Sure.
Sounds good.
If you're buying, I'm down.
It's your money.
What did
I
the
would
round
I would
cost?
also, just as a point of order, I don't recall anyone having asked anyone else about those guys. Somebody spoke to you spoke to them, but you didn't ask anybody else about them. FYI. As far as
Okay. Good point. So I think that should be our first.
like
Our
you
first
asked
thing.
you asked about like where their rooms were, right?
Yeah.
And then you heard just kind of voluntarily that they got here a few days before them. But yeah, I didn't want that to lull you into thinking or not remembering to ask about them specifically.
Are
When
there any
when
dogs?
Saren grabs the beers, I'll ask the bartender if he knows who they are.
Okay. Do you want to do that diplomatically or intimidatingly?
Diplomacy.
with the green monster? No.
You told me there's children here. He has to be retired.
All right, so he sneers as if he is none too happy about his current guests, and he tells you that yeah, that sack of something showed up just the other day without any notice. And since they didn't have a place in the garrison, he had to hole up here, taking up his precious rooms. He tells you his name is Vuslog, and he's the leader of the Leadsmiths, as they call themselves. He says that he doesn't know exactly what he's up to, but he doesn't think it's any kind of official shield marshal business. Said that he came into town, then left out all alone into the Western Ravage, gone all day, and came back just before sundown, tracking in sand from all God knows who knows where into the tavern here.
I flick him a silver piece and say, "Keep up the good work."
A silver piece. He flicks it
That's
back
all
at
I
you
have.
and says,
That's all I have.
"Get out of here, you broke bitch."
And I'll buy a bottle of whiskey, walk over to the Cyclops table with the bottle and enough glasses for his guys around him. Set it down at the table and just say it's a gift from a gift from me to you. I pop or slam one glass down in front of him, pour him one, and see what happens. See if he'll indulge with me.
Okay. Let's see that diplomacy.
And then I'll give the bartender a 5 gold pieces. Say, sorry about my cheap friend.
Chum.
Alright, well, so let me see you diplomatically give these guys this bottle.
It's my Achilles heel of this game. Fuck, should have been hidden, doesn't count.
No, I think that time it counts. Oh,
I
-1.
didn't know you could get that.
If it counts, I'll hero point it.
Straight 0. Alright, so you set the bottle down, and who refuses alcohol? They don't seem to be too impressed with you, but they all start drinking. And you said you walked away after you set it down, or what?
Yeah, after I slam my shot, I just walk away and leave them there to finish the bottle themselves.
Okay. So they are all drinking.
Should buy Drez some time. Go and snoop around. I say to Vemgard, you should sit down here with me, and if they get done with that, we think then they start going towards their rooms, then we should sit down and order another one, and we'll challenge them to a drinking game. A drinking contest.
That and an arm wrestle.
I'm gonna take my time upstairs just so that happens.
Alright.
Yeah, I take one of the room keys and I head upstairs like I'm just going up to our room.
Okay.
Once I'm up there, I take a look around.
You
make sure
notice a
everything's clear.
big, hairy orc following you. I'm kidding.
Go back
Hey,
downstairs,
guys.
Vemgard.
What? I thought you gave me that wink.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I'm going to take a look around and make sure that the coast is clear up here and I'm not being observed.
Alright.
Begin moving about stealthily.
Roll a hidden stealth check. Okay. So you go upstairs and you begin to move silently. Nobody notices you.
All right, you said we're in rooms 5 and 6, right?
Yep.
And we don't know for sure which room Cyclops dude is in. He's just in one of the other 4.
They are just occupying the other rooms. Yeah.
Gotcha. So I'm going to go to room 1 first and try the door.
All right. It's locked. All right. You swiftly and silently pop the lock, and it comes open.
All right, I carefully move inside.
What is it using master locks?
All right. You slip in, and you close the door behind you silently.
Yes.
And as you turn around and look in the room, you find that it is filled with dozens of small metal cages.
Do I see anything inside those cages?
They are all empty.
All right, can I search the room for anything other than the cages that would tell me who this room belongs to or what the fuck's going on in here?
You could recall knowledge on them.
All right, let's see, what's my strongest? Looks like society is my best chance.
You recognize that they seem to be Nexian in origin, but beyond that, you don't know anything more about them.
Nothing else.
You
in the room?
you recognize the Nexian craftsmanship.
And that's all that's in this room is these cages.
There are dozens of them.
Okay, I guess I am going to leave room number 1 and head on to room number 2.
All right. It's locked. You pop that lock open just as easily and slip inside. Closing the door behind you quietly, you turn and find dozens of small metal cages.
Okay. Can I look around and see if there's anything other than the cages in this room?
Sure. Doesn't seem that anyone has slept here. They've just used this room to store all these cages.
All right, moving on to room number 3.
All right. It's locked. Well, you go to pop this door open, and your pick breaks in the lock.
All right, let's see. I have replacements. Yeah, I think. No, I don't have any replacement picks. Sorry, guys, we're done. We can't do any more.
Go out the back door, try and go through the window.
I've got a
I
set
have
of lock
these
picks.
tools. Could I give them to you?
You can. I'll have to come downstairs and tell you that I need them.
Well, while Drez is up there, I'd also like to scan the bar for like one of the sketchier looking locals, and I want to go and see if I can get buy some drugs off them.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm gonna semi-threaten him, be a little aggressive with it, and use intimidation, if you'll allow it.
Well, look around the bar first.
Okay.
You going to intimidate someone into selling you drugs?
My diplomacy is -1, dude.
So you're like, give me drugs and I'll give you money for them or I'll kick your ass.
All right, you scan around the place and you notice at the end of the bar a very shady looking dude.
I'll go and talk to him and use deception to tell him that I'm a regular drug user and I could use a pick-me-up tonight.
All right, go ahead. You get halfway through your spiel and you look up to see if it's working, and you realize you are talking to a reflection of yourself. There's a mirror at
So
the
the
end of the
drugs are
bar.
working.
Then I will turn 90 degrees and look at the actual guy and try again.
There is no gun. You saw yourself in the
Oh,
mirror
there literally is no dude.
at
Shit.
in the
You
bar.
are the shadiest dude in the bar.
Then I'll,
Thank you.
Then I'll walk up to the bartender and bartenders always know where the drugs are.
All right, yeah. You
That's
gonna intimidate him or diplomatically him?
I better intimidate him. Hey, listen, I know you know who's got him. I need you to fucking tell me right now, because I need to get high.
He looks at you and then looks at all the shield marshals sitting around and then asks you if you're trying to get both of y'all arrested.
Alright, well, I'll walk back to my table and look at everyone and go, alright. Any one of you guys who has decent diplomacy, can you try to find me some drugs? I'll quietly let them in on the plan that I'm going, if we find some heavy-duty drugs, my plan is to buy another bottle and put the drugs in the bottle and give it to those fucking dudes again.
Alright. I will try diplomacy to look for a shady guy in the bar. Right? That's what it was? I don't want to ask the bartender.
Yeah. And before you know, that's what I say. By the way, there's a mirror at the end of the bar. That's not the shady guy.
I'm like, you're right beside me.
I feel like at this point I've been drinking the entire time and I'm pretty wasted myself. Feel free to
Alright,
stop
let's
me
see
if
it.
it's a bad idea.
So who are you? You're looking for? Well, that was diplomacy. Are you looking for somebody?
Yeah, oh,
there?
sorry, yeah.
I mean,
That
you
should be
can
a
you can
perception.
you can keep that for when you talk to him.
Alright.
But let me see your perception for finding this person.
So you're looking for the.
By the
second
way,
shade.
no, listen, listen. You close your ears. You don't listen to this. If you're
Wait,
trying
me?
to, if you no, the underage person. If you're trying to buy drugs in a bar, you talk to the prettiest woman in there because that's the one who's got it. All right.
Oh, damn.
There ain't no women in this one, so you're screwed. All right.
No,
However,
What everyone else does and
The
talking
guy
about.
carrying a merce. That's one of those side bags.
yeah, we don't have that in Alabama. We only have people with holsters.
Mr. Hamilton, if I was trying to get drugs, I'm pretty sure I asked around in our school.
Yes, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, in our city, in Winnipeg, you find the Asian guy with a side bag, one of those merces.
Yeah,
So you know.
yeah, that guy's holding. All right, sidetracked like hell. All right, well, you successfully find
The
somebody,
second shadiest person.
the second shadiest person over in the corner, and you approach him and you ask for what? Well, how do you phrase it?
I'm looking for some party dust.
He
I'm
tells
looking
you.
for
He
devil
tells
dust.
you. He tells you. I got it right here. 7 gold, my man. Put that shit in my hand.
Y'all sent the broke orc to do this.
Oh, Saren already gave me 10 gold to do this.
I gave him 14, just so we can get 2. Some for us.
I did not pay in on this drug plan due to my backstory being I got into this because of trying to stop drugs.
You weren't allowed to be in this storyline.
Well,
Considering that
it's-
we spent a lot of time selling drugs, I'm not sure you connected with the right party at all.
Well, apparently I'm doing that meme where it's like I'm stopping people from selling drugs in the community, but I sell drugs in the community.
All right, so are you purchasing this?
Yep, just take it from Saren.
All right, he hands you a small bag containing a substance that you recognize as blaze.
Come back and give it to me?
Well, Vemgard has it in his.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
so
give it to Saren right
you
after.
giving it to Saren? All right. All right.
Do you loudly call out across the bar, I have your drugs?
The drugs are here.
I don't really want to
Hey
say
guys,
I
I
do.
got drugs.
All right, well, let's head to the bathroom stall.
The fuck are you gonna do in there?
Yeah, I told you I'm gonna spike it in the bottle of whiskey and serve it to those guys.
Okay, while all this is going on, I've come down and borrowed Hideki's thieves' tools
Yeah, he's seen me pick it.
casually and calmly and discreetly,
Sure. All right.
and then I go back upstairs.
Should we challenge them to? I don't know who suggested it earlier, but we could do like an arm wrestling contest. Buy him some more time.
Get really drunk and challenge him to a pissing contest.
Oh, that could work too.
Would darts be decks? We could maybe do that.
Yeah, if we need to,
Darts. Sure. Yeah, because it's thrown. But so, Drez, you're going back upstairs to.
I'm going back up to door number
Open the
3
door.
was the one that I didn't get, right?
Sure.
Let's try that again.
You hear a click, and the door comes open.
I go inside.
Right? You close the door quietly behind you, and you turn, and there are dozens of small metal cages in this room.
Picking up on a bit of a theme here. Perception check to see if there's anything else noteworthy about the room.
Marilyn Monroe once stayed here. No.
Nice bit of trivia. And then I'd be happy to cut back to the downstairs shenanigans. I kind of want to see how far this goes.
There's one more room in there. You opened 3 of them.
Yeah, I was just gonna let the guys downstairs do some more of that stuff before I.
Okay.
It's like commercial break, and then we come back in on
Sure.
the downstairs stuff.
Well,
Swipe cut.
I'd like to buy another bottle of whiskey and then take the bottle and the drugs over to Gurn and get Gurn to mix it.
Before he hands it to you, the bartender says, "Hey, buddy, your tab's getting a little hefty. Just so you know."
What do I owe right now?
He says, "You know what you owe, you bastard."
I just don't know what the total cost is.
I don't either. You ain't done drinking yet.
Anyways.
What'd you buy? You bought a bottle and a shot for everybody?
Yeah, bottle, about 24 shots, and then a second bottle now.
You got it. You get it.
I would like to walk right up to the Cyclops and say, "Oi, I bet your depth perception is crap. Play me in darts, mother."
Wow.
He tells you to piss off. They are busy with something, so you're gonna have to do something more to convince them, either diplomatically or intimidatingly, perhaps.
Start throwing darts at him.
I think this is more a intimidation sort of situation. Darn it. I was supposed to roll that privately. Hold up.
Go ahead.
I mean, if you guys do pick a fight with the entire bar down there, it will be plenty distraction for me to finish up here.
He shoves you away from him and tells you to piss off.
I guess I'll walk back to the table and sit my dumb self down.
Does Gurn have to roll a crafting to mix this shit properly, or it's going to be as easy as dump it in the bottle?
You could just dump it in there, yeah.
Okay, well then as I see him pissing the guy off, I'll walk over and be like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, no need to get violent. One more bottle on us." Put the
All
bottle
right.
down in front of him again.
And they freely accept this one, although they are a little curious as to why you're being so generous to them. However, they don't question it much, and they go to town. They start drinking.
And then I look at him like, "Do you mind if I sit with you?"
They tell you if you're sitting, you're drinking, and they hand you a glass that they have just poured out of this bottle you gave them.
Well, I just look at him like, "Oh, I got one right here, and I got a full glass of whiskey in the other hand." Did I say to him, what's your name?
They sit here waiting for you to drink with them because they've already.
Well, I'll slam
have
half
one.
my glass down.
They all look at you expectantly, waiting for you to drink the rest of what's in front of you.
All right, well, look back towards our table, give everybody a wink, and slam down that one too.
All right. So now you have all sat. They get a little bit more relaxed at this point, and of course they pour another round for everybody. And they're all just like looking at you, waiting for you to say something.
Well, did I ask him again? I'm like, "What's your name?"
They all just kind of gruffly give you the same answer, that's on a need-to-know basis.
Well,
They don't wait for you to ask another question. They ask you why the generosity.
well, because you look like you're the man who gets things done around here. I'm always looking for work, and you guys look like you're a pretty tough crew.
The Cyclops, he nods at this. He tells you though that his crew's all full up. However, you could keep the whiskey coming.
Well, all right, will do. When I noticed a tattoo on his neck, I'm like, "Oh, I know my gang tattoos. You're the Broken Hearts, aren't you?"
At this, they all kind of sit up, and guns get drawn and placed on the table, and they tell you
No offense. It's just those guys I was talking to over on the other side of the bar. They were telling me, they've been telling me all night how the Broken Hearts are a bunch of pussies.
So at this, they cock their guns, and the Cyclops leans over to you kind of ominously and tells you, "Look, buddy, if you turn over enough stones out here, you're bound to meet a rattlesnake."
Like, all right, it wasn't me who said it. It was those guys over there. Just thought you might want to know. You guys have a good night. And then I walk away from the table.
They all
Hope
kind of
this starts a bar fight.
gruffly, ignore that you have left their company and go back to their drinking of the free whiskey.
A roll I could do to see if they believe
Don't
me and
they
start a
have to
bar
make
fight.
Fortitude saves for the drugs.
You could do a deception to see if your statement was believable.
Come on, nat 20.
They don't seem to be moved by your insinuations.
Ah, shit. Well, that's all I got, guys.
Perhaps the oddity of the situation.
Well, with that note, I go back to the table and wait and see what happens. I guess we could pan back to Drez.
Yeah, true enough. Unless anyone else downstairs is desirous to do something.
No.
Alright, Drez.
All right, I'm moving on to door number 4.
Alright, it is locked. Well, you pop it open, slip inside. And you close the door behind you quietly and turn to look in the room. You find dozens of small metal cages.
So I found no indication whatsoever that anybody is sleeping in there.
Mm-mm.
Cages are all empty in this room too.
They are, but there are dozens of them.
Nothing else of interest.
No, not out in the open anyway.
Let's just see if a deeper look reveals anything.
Again, you only notice that these cages seem to be of Nexian craftsmanship. Beyond that, you don't notice anything hidden or under the bed or in the closet.
It'd be possible to do like a society check to see what those cages.
He did a society check on them.
Oh, shit.
All right, so I'm going to
You
leave
could
that
do-
room.
You could do other types of checks. You recall knowledge any other type of way.
All right, I'm going to, before I leave this room real quick, I'm going to do, tell you what, I'm going to give you 3 here. I'm going to give you an Arcana, an Occultism, and an Underworld.
All right. You study these cages a little bit closer, curious that they are in every room and in such great quantities. And beyond just knowing that they are of Nexian craftsmanship, you look a little closer and notice some runes on them that you have seen previously. And you begin to understand that these small cages are designed to dampen the effects of hexes or curses. So whatever thing that was transported in it must have needed this dampening effect.
Okay. I'm going to leave the room, lock it back up, and go downstairs.
All right. So the only other clue that you've received here that you have not necessarily done anything about is you did hear that a day or so after he arrived, Vuslog went into the Western Ravage on his own and returned at sundown. Other than that, you heard that Commander Aiton runs the shield marshals here, and that Lovelace was here with a strange person just about a week ago.
After Drez comes back down and hopefully hands me back my tool set, I'd like to walk out.
What
the
tool
bar.
set? I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. I slip it back into somewhere on my body in my hidden sheath, and I'm gonna go become a shield marshal.
You're gonna go what?
I'm gonna walk out bar and start heading up towards the gunworks.
To the tower? You mean the garrison's this tower?
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. Alone?
I mean, I'll ask if anybody wants to become a shield marshal with me, but
I was already asking. But no, I want to see.
Alright, well, so this is the fellow that his trip out into the desert, you could just do a survival check to track, to try to see, or a nature check to see if you can figure out where he's gone to.
wait, me?
Anybody. It's essentially the only thread left undiscovered. Alright, so Vemgard, having heard the rumor that Vuslog went out into the desert on his own, steps out for a few hours and tracks him. Vemgard out in the desert, you find pretty far into the wilderness a place where Vuslog's tracks intersect with about a dozen of tracks of much smaller size. As you're studying these, you can recall knowledge, survival, or nature to see if you can identify what these tracks belong to. You want to try nature as well? Alright, so you're not able to determine definitively what type of creatures these are, but you do notice at least that the smaller ones seem to be humanoid, and that the larger ones seem to be some sort of taloned beast. So you're at least able to discern that much. Having found these, you return back to town, and you report this to all the party in a nondescript kind of a way. Yeah. So what's your next move? Are you guys gonna all follow to the garrison tower, or to where Lovelace visited, the Tower of Metallurgy?
I think we check there first where Lovelace is, and then come to the garrison.
Well, she's not there. She was there last week.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
But she went there, and the person she was with went to the other tower. Well, so before we
track down her lieutenant.
So they what the bartender told you, I believe was, or the patron, I can't remember. She visited last week. She had this person with her. This is the patron that told you this. She went to the Tower of Metallurgy. He went to the Tower of Engineering. And then just as kind of mysteriously as they left after a couple of days, or as they arrived, they both left after a couple of days. All right. So you can contemplate your next, what
Well, I'd
y'all
just
want
like
to do.
I'd like to tell the party that I'm starting to think that they went to the Tower of Engineering because they're trying to build a new super weapon using pyronite.
Who are you telling this to?
The party.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, before we get out of here for this session, what level are y'all? Level 7?
Level 8.
8.
We get any experience today?
Yes. So you get, for defeating those headless creatures, you get 90 XP. And for gathering clues around here, you will get 60 XP.
What are we at now?
455.
I was at 305, so
455 is my count too.
All right. So next week, you can figure out where you want to go first.
Trying to see if you're hungover.
I forgot to do my fortitude save for the poison.
Well, you would have had to adjust enough to have to do that. You put 1 dose in a whole bottle of whiskey.
Oh, that was 1 dose? Damn it. Fair enough. Should have thought that one through.
Indeed. All right, so just in time to forget next week, your choices of what to do: Garrison Tower, Tower of Metallurgy, Tower of Engineering. I think that's a good place to pin it in.
Yeah.
GG.